Okay, we can start. I convert to laptop to desktop. Rajagopalan sir. Urvashi madam. Urvashi madam.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
So, competition, how is it?
Nice.
How many members?
Acha, today Owen was there, no? Owen?
दे दिया वो शिव कुमार करके सेलम
अच्छा 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 अच्छा
सेलम डिवीजन
अच्छा 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 चेन्नई चेन्नई
चेन्नई चेन्नई नहीं सेलम सेलम
सेलम
चेन्नई से 500 किलोमीटर
अच्छा ओके अच्छा अच्छा
ओके अभी हिंदी चैनल पे भी अभी लकी ड्रॉ है ना अभी मीटिंग खत्म होने के बाद करेंगे हाँ
हाँ
तो ओनली 4 मेंबर्स है ना क्वालिफाइड
यस सर
ये 4 मेंबर में लकी ड्रॉ कौन है मालूम नहीं
हाँ वही तो
जॉल सिंह है उर्वशी मगेश और सोनाथ ना
यस सर
ये 4 मेंबर में किसी को सी मिल रहा है मालूम नहीं जॉल सिंह सोच रहे मेरे को मिलेगा उर्वशी सोचते मेरे को मिलेगा
नहीं सर मेरा लक इतना जोरदार नहीं है सर
ओके सर यू स्टार्ट सर राजगोपाल सर
Okay. My dear SMG Hindi members and also Tamil SMG members, good evening to all of you. Good evening, Talavar, and a happy May Day. Today is a May Day, so I wish each and everyone happy May Day. So today's subject is, let us go into the subject. You know, LIC, we are selling life insurance products, life insurance policy. So it is like a thali meals. It is like, multi-cuisine restaurant. Assuming you are going to a restaurant, multi-cuisine restaurant, whichever menu you want, you are choosing. Chinese, Japanese, Australia, something like that. Either vegetarian or non-vegetarian. So starting from starters and up to the side dish, core, everything. So it is like if you go into the ramen shop, you may need to buy only one suit or something under the impression that you will go enter into the shop. Finally, they will offer you so many things like tie, blazer, and watch, blazer like that, and also shoe. So it is like perfect man. So the same thing, all riders plays a role in life insurance policies. So like that, we have got so many optional riders. One need not have to, the person who is buying need not have to go for all optional riders, correct? So similarly, it is an optional rider. Whoever wants, based on the need, they can opt for the rider, whichever rider they need it, based on their requirement. So we have got a one-stop solution, like we are selling life insurance products, correct? Let us not talk about non-life. So life insurance means it is a life and also external, internal, body, organs, everything. So life is a life, but if you see that now we have got so many parts in our body, right? So like that, to take care of that everything, LIC is offering optional riders. So we are going to see that only today, but we are not going to discuss all the riders. So what do you see in the picture? Can anyone tell What is this? See, this is the air, no? Right and left air. If you put together jointly, it looks like hot. So if you see the word in hot, middle of the word is air. So if you come closer, if you focus, if you listen to the person who says, then that message goes into your heart. That's it. That's a message I wanted to give. Now let us get into the subject. See, these are all the riders we have in LIC products. This blue highlighted two riders only we are going to discuss. I am saying there is one more rider. At the end of the session, anyone can tell me. I am saying out of the riders listed here, there is one more rider available in LIC. But you should not refer any online sites, any material. But you should tell me without referring any material, without browsing, without Googling it. Okay. Anyway, that is least of the issue. Now, we are going to discuss today the critical illness rider and the accidental death and disability benefit. So, only two riders we are going to discuss. That itself will take some time. So let us, I'll try to finish by 10-15 max because we have started late by 10 minutes, I think. So this is a non-linked, non-participating individual health rider. What is a critical illness? Please understand it is an optional rider. Only 15 listed diseases, okay, will be considered for giving the rider benefit. In this rider can be given only at the stage of inception, not after taking the policy. So minimum is 18 years, maximum 65 years, you know. So all policies, what I mean is 25 lakhs is a ceiling comprising all policies wherever you have taken that. So the 25 lakhs coverage, that is the maximum. One can have so many riders, critical illness rider, but benefit will be restricted up to the 25 lakhs. Please understand. One more important this thing. Once that particular diseases out of the 15 diseases, it is diagnosed and admitted, that person should be alive 30 days from the date of diagnosis. If he dies before 30 days, no benefit will be given. Waiting period is 90 days. That everybody knows. Maximum cover seizing age is 75 years. In this rider, no maturity, no death benefit. Please understand. Rider means it's a critical illness rider only we are talking. So premium needs to be paid so long as the base policy for which you are paying premium. Grace period as per the basic policy. So this critical illness rider premium is subject to change in every 5 years. LIC will review that. But as of now, they have not changed. But if the situation warrants, LIC will change. But the date of birth, when you enter into the policy, that will be considered. Assuming I am taking this critical illness rider today, which is the 1st May 2022. LIC increases the premium by 2027 on the same day. But now I am assuming I am 48. This 48 age will be considered, not 51 when I attain that age in 2027. That is what the point I wanted to drive home. So please understand. So this 3 months notice will be given if at all LIC is going to review increase the CIR premium, only CIR premium. Okay. Now, these are all the important things you need to understand. So basic policy and the rider both needs to be in force to avail the benefit. So claim, it should be a policy. In other words, what I have put the termination of the rider. So once you discontinue the premium, automatically policy will be terminated, right? So that claim, whatever the claim, it should be admissible to the satisfaction of the corporation. What I mean is, whatever the medical reports you are going to submit, LIC DMR, the ZMR, he will review and he will decide. It is like underwriting. He will decide whether to admit this claim or not. So once that, see, for the basic policy, once it is accepted, you cannot like, it is not like, Arogya Rakshak. You cannot avail multiple benefits under the one policy. So assuming you are taking Jeevan Anand policy or 914 Endo 1 plan, critical illness rider you are taking. So you are submitting the claim based on the diagnosis of the medical practitioner. So only once in the policy term. Assuming you have got 25 lakhs covering other policies, now you have taken this for this 10 lakhs, balance 15 lakhs can be taken for other policies, provided if you are diagnosed with the listed diseases, which is 15 diseases. We will see that also one by one. So the date of diagnosis, as I told you, date of occurrence. So it needs to be satisfied with the doctor. There is no refund of premium for regular premium, but a limited premium and a single premium, there is a calculation. So premium will be refunded if the policy is surrendered. Critical illness premium alone can be taken. Please understand, assuming the person paying 45,000, which includes base policy, ADDB rider, CAR rider, term assurance rider, that entire full premium should not be taken as ATC benefit. You have to exclude the CAR premium. So that is what CAR benefits is tax free. Whatever the benefit the sum assured you are getting it, that is tax free. But the premium can be claimed under ATD like Arogya Rakshak, correct? And also cancer cover. Now this is the one small illustration what I wanted to show it to you. Please understand, it's a 35 aged person. He is taking 5 lakhs 914 plan for 25 years with a critical illness sum assured of 5 lakhs. Same. See, please understand, the basic sum assured, whatever the riders you are taking under one plan, that it cannot exceed the basic sum assured. Assuming you are taking 5 lakhs basic sum assured, you cannot take 10 lakhs for CAR. That is a policy condition. Now, the 35 aged person, he is contracted with some diseases. He is diagnosed at the age of 40. He is claiming, he is submitting the claim to LIC. So, out of the 15 critical illness diseases, so he will be paid that full sum assured. But he needs to pay the premium for the basic policy. That's very, very important. It is not about giving rider, but you should know when the policy holder asks, it is a purely servicing related. You should know how it is treated, how it works. So how the LIC is giving this benefit to the policy holder, that we must all know. Without knowing that, we are all selling this rider, including me. But how that rider benefit LIC is giving to the policy holders, that's very, very, very important, I am saying. So once that policy holder receives this critical illness rider sum assured 5 lakhs, you cannot decide, or you should not tell the policy holders saying that no, your future premiums you don't have to pay. That's not the case. Basic premium, basic policy premium needs to be paid. Assuming that same person dies at the age of 50, so death benefit will be given irrespective of the 5 lakhs whatever he would have received. Or even if he did not claim that critical illness rider, this death sum assured will be given. Assuming he has received this critical illness rider 5 lakhs, but he is living at the maturity, irrespective of the amount what he has received, In addition to that, maturity benefit will be given, for which he needs to pay the premium entire term till 60. This is very, very important, including the other riders, what he would have opted, like ADDB, term rider, whatever it is. Now, there are some exclusions, as you know. Minimum 30 days, he should be alive. Waiting period is 90 days. So it should not be, it should be whatever it is. It is not intentional suicide, something like that. So alcohol, solvent abuse, these are all the standard condition, war, invasion. I don't have to repeat that. These are all the policy conditions. You all must be senior agents. You must be knowing that. The medical practitioner means he should be a third person medical person. He should not be a relative. He should not be a insurance agent. He should not be a relative to insurance agent. Now let us come to the underwriting section of the critical illness rider. This critical illness rider underwriting, same non-medical, NMG, NMS, everything can be given. But this is the standalone SUC. Please understand, this is the standalone. But premium waiver benefit and term assurance rider, it is the inbuilt of the non-medical limits. But that CIR sum assured, if the person comes under non-medical general, non-medical special, this is a standalone. Assuming he is eligible for 50 lakhs for a person aged 34, he can take 15 lakhs more under critical illness rider. This should not be clubbed with the standard SUC. That is what I am saying. Major students 25 up to 25 years, 10 lakhs. After the age 30 years, actually 10 lakhs can be given. So under this scheme and partnership, nothing can be given. But employer-employee scheme is allowable. Pregnant ladies cannot be given for critical illness. All we are talking about only critical illness rider. Don't get yourself confused. Sundaram sir, am I right? Or I hope everybody is following.
Yes, clear. Carry on.
I hope everybody is following. I am not I am not speaking now.
Clear.
Okay. So these are all the whoever doesn't come under non-medical special, general, compulsory medical examination has to be done. These are all the conditions. In this financial underwriting also there. So 8 times, 5 times of the average income, which included TRSA. TRSA means total rated up sum assured. Correct. So occupation extra, whichever the life covers under occupational extra. That is, if the premium is charged occupational extra, that person cannot be considered for critical illness rider. Please understand, these are all the plans where I have marked into mark. It cannot be given critical illness rider. These are all the plans which cannot be considered. I am repeating, these plans cannot be considered for critical illness rider benefit. Now, as I told you, these are all the medical practitioner means he should be a registered medical practitioner, Medical Council of India in homeopathy or whatever it is. But the insured policy holder himself, so all relatives, insurance agent, business partner or employee of the insured, member of the insured immediately, these are all the exclusion. Okay. Assuming the policy holder's brother can be a doctor, policy holder's mother can be a doctor. So if they give certificate, LIC will not accept. Please understand. So these are all the conditions. So and one more thing, the pre-existing diseases. So the 4 years before the date of commencement of the policy holder should not have contacted, should not have been diagnosed with any diseases. So when you choose the life, please ensure that it's a standard life and they are not covered under any diseases. They are free from all diseases. If the LIC detect, then the section 45 will apply, right? So please understand that. So now let us quickly go through what are the 15 critical illness rider. I am going to just show what diseases so that you should also know which are all the diseases. So these are all the listed diseases: cancer, CABG, there is coronary, we will see myocardial infarction, kidney failure, major organ bone marrow transplant, stroke, permanent paralysis, multiple sclerosis, aortic surgery, primary, Alzheimer, blindness, third degree burns, open heart replacement, and benign brain tumor. Now, this is the, as you know, cancer. One more thing, please understand that cancer cover policy 15 lakhs can be given, assuming that person taken the benefit of 25 lakhs in cancer cover policy, he cannot take under this cancer, this critical illness rider benefit. In other words, assuming the policy holders claims the benefit of critical illness rider for cancer diseases, that 25 lakhs should be deducted from the cancer cover policy if he has taken that 50 lakhs policy. Maximum is 50 lakhs in cancer cover, right? So that is what I'm trying to say. Assuming that cancer cover policy, the one person has taken 30 lakhs, he has claimed that 25 lakhs, he cannot claim that 25 lakhs here also. Please understand. But Arogya Rakshak, it's an exclusion. 10 lakhs is the maximum sum assured, right? So Arogya Rakshak, if he is hospitalized daily cash benefit can be given. That is very, very important. So these are all the different kinds of cancer. So in this also there are some exclusion. So you should know what are all the, though we are not a doctor, you should know what are all the diseases. That's all. So again, the open chest coronary artery bypass graft. If you see that now, that the blood flow is rerouted through the nerve artery or vein. This is like a heart attack bypass surgery. I'm just showing through some picture. That's all. Again, myocardial infarction. This is no, whenever the blood supply stops to the heart. So this is the disease. If you see that now, infected, you can see that tissue. So like that, this leads to heart attack. No. So when the blood supply is stopped, no, then he requires surgery. That's called myocardial infarction. So these are all the diseases. Then kidney failure. Kidney failure can happen in so many these things. So when the kidney loses its ability to filter waste from the blood supply, no, then automatically kidney is getting damaged. So these are all a severe dehydration. There are so many reasons. We are not the doctor. Let us not discuss in detail about that, but we should know at least to tell the policy holders what are all the diseases covered under critical illness rider. That is why I am showing you little bit with some pictorial representation. Okay. So these are all the ones on the left side. If you see normal kidney, this is a diseased kidney. Like that it functions. So it is very, very important to know, take care of our health, including the policyholders' health. So that is why we are recommending standard life. Okay. Now, if you can see kidney, how it, kidney failure happens. Main reason is type 2 diabetes and blood pressure. Percentage, if you can see. Then other reasons, there are so many reasons. So it's very, very important to take care of the health for all of us as well as the general public. So loss of blood flow to the kidneys. It leads to heart attack, heart diseases and degradation, severe burn. These are so many reasons, which leads to kidney failure. So it requires dialysis. So that also will be considered. Then it's a bone marrow transplant. If you can see that bone marrow transplant, it is so many organs. I will show you the picture that can be harvested from donor. It's like kidney donor. So like this. So that bad cells, you can harvest from the good tissues. So marrow donors can be approached. So if you can see that there are so many diseases. Then ischemic stroke, hemorrhage, blood hemorrhage. So if the blood clot happens, it is like it happens like that. Once it gets a stroke, then the person will not be able to do anything. Then brain hemorrhage. You can see, these are all the brain. There are so many categories of that brain hemorrhage. It's a leak. When the blood leaks from the brain, it leads to brain hemorrhage. We don't have to look into it in detail, but at least we should know. That is why I'm showing. These are all some of the other diseases. Then permanent paralysis, you all must be knowing. So, see, everything should be evidenced by the doctor. And multiple sclerosis, there are so many this thing that myelin cell gets damaged. I will show you. These are all the person gets memory loss, then speech loss, then hearing loss, like that. There are so many body. If you can see that these are all the multiple sclerosis. So these are all will be considered for critical illness rider. Then auto segments. So it goes to the abdomen. If you can see that that lungs gets damaged. So it goes up to the abdomen. These are all the one more this thing. Pulmonary hypertension. Then Alzheimer. Alzheimer is dementia, So memory loss. The person will not be able to understand. He will not be able to visualize what he is saying. He will forget everything. He will forget the name, everything. So this is like 5 crore people in the world got affected by this disease so far. Every year 1 crore people is getting added to this list. So Alzheimer disease is a memory loss. That's all. So whatever, if you can see that the dementia, so that blood supplies either spoils or it clots, or due to some accident then brain hemorrhage happens. So visual perception is losing. Then problem solving ability, he will not be able to do that. He will not be able to focus on what he is doing, and also always that he will forget everything. He will forget the name. He will not be able to tell what he recognized about half an hour back, something like that. So these are all the things, but this can be cured. But at least 6 months he should be experiencing this issue. Then only that doctor will be able to conclude this person is a dementia affected person. How it can be rectified? If you can see that he can be diverted like dancing, gardening, walking, reading, knitting, learning new languages, Scrabble, Monopoly, like that, so many things. So you can say, why are you saying in detail, sir? Why should we know? But you should know, because as a LIC advisor, we should be telling the policy holders also, like doctor, at least to the extent possible. So there is a permanent blindness. It should not be a birth, so that blindness should happen either out of accident or something else, but it's not a birth related. So these are all some degrees are there. So it has to be certified by the doctor, blindness. Then 3rd degree burns, 20% of the body surface should be approved actually. So again, valve replacement, heart valve replacement. So similarity, major diseases covered, if you can see. Again, so now let us come to the requirement of claim. Within 120 days, the claim has to be submitted. If the policyholder is diagnosed out of the 15 diseases, whatever we have seen, original policy has to be submitted, claim form, standard form, then the treating doctor certificate, then hospital certificate, whatever it is. So these are all the list will be long, but just to tell you that these are all the standard procedure. And if it is due to accident, mean as you know that accident benefit, whatever we are giving, So the same thing, FIR, everything has to be given. It has to be certified by the doctor. In case LIC is LIC delaying the claim, LIC will pay the interest also. So all the process should be claimed. Everything should be over by 120 days of the occurrence of the diseases. That's very, very important. Now, I think I have fairly covered the critical illness rider. Let us get into the subject of ADDB quickly. We will finish in 5 minutes time. So ADDB. Forget about the AB. Yes, sir. Tell me, sir.
Sir.
Ah,
ADDB benefit, I think you right subject, na?
No, we will finish it 5 minutes.
Okay.
What
So
you want me to
night
cover or what not?
Saturday you will contact, no problem. ADDB.
So, okay, anyway, I will quickly show it. So it's a ADDB, you know that no, it should be a normal accident. It should not be intentional. 180 days, that is 120 days. That is 10 years payment. You know, we will see it later, but you all must be knowing. Don't give AB, you always recommend ADDB. These are the standard conditions. So this out of 6, this thing, 4 out of 6, these are all the permanent disabilities. Transferring, toileting, washing, dressing, feeding, mobility, everything. This has to be 4 out of 6 that policyholders is not able to do that. Then ADDB will be declared. So 120 months benefit will be there. So these are all the things. We will, then these are all the exclusion, attempted suicide, everything. Now, this is very, very important. This illustration, with this illustration, we will finish. Please carefully watch this illustration. I don't want to miss that. With great difficulty, I have structured this calculation for you to guys to understand. The person is taking a policy for 10 lakhs. He is opting for critical illness sum assured 10 lakhs, term rider 5 lakhs, ADDB 5 lakhs. Okay. If you see scenario 1, okay, he is first claiming CAR benefit. So LIC gives 10 lakhs. So to that extent, that premium comes down from the 45,610, it comes to 40,493. So the premium needs to be paid. The second scenario, ADDB claim comes. So ADDB claim comes due to permanent disability. So again, 5 lakhs is given, LIC is giving because he has opted only 5 lakhs. So to that extent, 5 lakhs premium will be only be reduced. So that if you see that now, then automatically he will receive the monthly benefit, correct? So then death occurs, that balance premium needs to be continued for 5 lakhs, basic sum assured. Like that it goes. Then lastly, if you see term rider benefit, if he dies, no term rider benefit is giving. So total death claim, if you see 23,80,000. These are the 3 scenarios when the person is receiving ADDB benefit. If he dies, he is also getting the basic sum assured and he is getting the ADDB benefit and the balance installment and the term rider. So the total death claim, if you can see, 23,80,000. So what I am trying to say is ADDB benefit, if he attracts 5 lakhs only he has taken, balance 5 lakhs he needs to pay the premium. CAR benefit he has taken, so balance basic premium he needs to pay. That is what I am trying to say. So like that, these are all the ADD, AB, these are the plans. Some of the plans AB, ADDB cannot be given. So these are all the USPs. Satisfied customer gets more policies because we are giving one-stop solution, all benefits. So we all should be knowing all the riders, then only we will be able to sell. Thank you for the opportunity. Thanks.
So, ADDB rider, and we will discuss another day. Full details, with the full details. Okay. So now the time is over, na 10:15. So that is the reason we will contact the next session on another day. We will contact the ADDB rider. Okay. So now, who is madam? Who is madam? Okay, Hemali, Sadi.
You unmute her.
So now, madam.
You have to unmute her, sir. Then only you should be able to talk. You have put her under mute.
Mute karanga. Who is madam?
यस सर।
अनम्यूट करके बात कर दीजिए।
हाँ अभी अभी हो गया सर, अभी हो गया।
हाँ अनम्यूट करके बात।
हाँ हाँ
हाँ सबको अभी हो सकता है ना अभी।
यस
सूरी
सर।
बाबू
सर ये
अनम्यूट करके
पीपीटी
बात कर
शेयर
सकता है।
करेंगे सर, पीपीटी शेयर करेंगे।
हाँ एक्चुअली वो क्रिटिकलनेस रेट सब्जेक्ट इज वेरी ब्रॉड सब्जेक्ट है। एक्चुअली फुल डिटेल्स इन क्लियरली कम से कम मिनिमम 1 आवर 2 आवर चाहिए,
नहीं
है ना
पीपीटी,
हेमाली मैडम?
पीपीटी सर, पीपीटी ऑफ एडीडीबी
हाँ
एंड
PPT, हाँ वो we will share the PPT, okay?
ओके।
So now the Rachana madam is there, Rachana madam is good there. Rachana madam is there. रचना
मैडम
रचना मैडम नहीं है?
पता नहीं सर, दिख तो नहीं
उर्वशी
रही।
मैडम
नहीं नहीं सर, यहाँ पे नहीं दिख रहे सर, लिस्ट में तो नहीं दिख रहे।
और जल विश्वनाथ है,
ज्वल सिंह
विश्वनाथ।
इज, ज्वल सिंह इज देयर ना,
हाँ
ज्वल सिंह, ज्वल सिंह जी है ना सर,
विश्वनाथ भी
ज्वल
नहीं है।
सिंह जी।
जल
विश्वनाथ
सिंह है,
नहीं है
उर्वशी है, केश महेश भी नहीं
सर,
है।
उनको अनम्यूट, अनम्यूट कीजिए सर, अनम्यूट। सर ज्वल सिंह जी को अनम्यूट कीजिए।
हाँ
Recording in progress.
और अभी साउंड आ रहे हैं मैडम, यूनुस मैडम साउंड आ रहे हैं? मैडम उर्वशी मैडम साउंड आ रहे हैं कि नहीं? आवाज नहीं आ रहा है? अनम्यूट नहीं होता है?
हाँ सर अभी, हाँ हो गया, अभी अनम्यूट हो गया।
क्या आवाज आ रहा है?
हाँ सर।
हाँ सर बोलिए सर।
क्या आ रहा है?
हेलो।
हाँ सर।
साउंड इज क्लियर, साउंड इज क्लियर करके लिखा है जल सिंह।
हाँ सर वो जरा साउंड नहीं आ रहा था ना,
राजगोपाल
तो
सर,
इसलिए हाँ अभी क्लियर है
sir,
सर।
tell me.
राजगोपाल सर साउंड आ रहा है?
Yes,
हाँ
yes.
यस ओके।
हेलो
यस सर।
क्लियर?
यस सर।
Okay, okay. So now the members are not either महेश और विश्वनाथ नहीं है क्या? महेश भी नहीं है, विश्वनाथ भी नहीं है, और रचना मैडम है।
रचना मैडम,
फिर वो कैसे लॉटरी लिखेंगे? तो कंपटीशन में ज्वाइंट हुआ 5 लोग नहीं है, खाली 2 लोग ही बैठा है, तुलसी एंड जॉर्ज सिंह। बाकी 3 लोग किधर गया? वो आएगा तो हम लोग कर सकते हैं ना मैडम।
यस सर।
वो लोग नहीं है तो कैसे करेंगे? तो नेक्स्ट वीक विल पोस्ट
यस सर।
अभी वो तीनों लोग आए नहीं है, नीरज भी नहीं है, विश्वनाथ भी नहीं है, रचना मैडम भी नहीं है।
अच्छा
तो नेक्स्ट वीक में वी विल पोस्टपोन द लकी ड्रॉ मूवमेंट। हाँ
यस सर।
सर हेलो सर,
Yes.
उनको नेक्स्ट नेक्स्ट मतलब नेक्स्ट वीक में आप ये जो इलेक्ट्रॉन निकालने वाले हैं तो उनको वैसा इन्फॉर्म कर दीजिए सर। अगर वो नहीं आते हैं तो फिर सर फिर भी नहीं आते।
तो नेक्स्ट वीक में कौन कौन आएगा उनका अंदर ही करेंगे और क्या करेंगे।
हाँ वही बोल रहा मैं, क्योंकि
वीक में
अब
कोई
इस
नहीं
बार तो
आएगा,
हम
अभी जो भी आएगा उन लोग भी करना पड़ेगा।
हाँ
तो कल
क्योंकि
मैं
हम
परसों
हाँ
जांच वाली।
बराबर है, क्योंकि इस बार हम पोस्टपोन कर रहे हैं उनके लिए, तो उनका
हाँ
काम है आना, अगर उनके लिए हम रुक रहे हैं तो बराबर है।
ठीक है ठीक है
ठीक
भाई,
है
सुनने के
चलेगा
लिए eagerness है।
थैंक यू।
Okay.
तो इसका डेट कब रहेगा अब लकी ड्रॉ का?
वही नेक्स्ट सैटरडे,
हाँ?
कमिंग सैटरडे, कमिंग सैटरडे
अच्छा
मतलब ये 7 तारीख को,
अच्छा
सेवन
तो
सेवन
अच्छा अच्छा 7 मई को, ठीक है।
यस यस
ओके
ओके। सो क्रिटिकलनेस राइडर थोड़ा लंबा सब्जेक्ट है, तो डीपली देना जाना पड़ेगा। पर तो राजगोपाल ने जो बात किया, सब लोग एकदम डिटेल जाएंगे तो ही समझ में आएगा। ठीक है, तो पीपीटी इतना बहुत वीडियो अच्छा ब्यूटीफुल पीपीटी है। अब एक बार हम लोग पीपीटी पूरा पढ़ना पड़ेगा, तभी तो मिल जाएंगे, आइडिया मिल जाएगा। ओके मैडम।
यस सर।
सो
तो
नेक्स्ट टाइम
पीपीटी सर, पीपीटी शेयर कीजिए ना प्लीज।
हाँ राजगोपाल सर पीपीटी शेयर करवा है।
पीपीटी डाल दीजिए सर, एक बार शेयर कीजिए उसको।
हाँ वो हम लोग के रिक्वेस्ट के लिए पूछना पड़ेगा ना, तो मेहनत से बनाया ना सर, इतना मेहनत से बनाया, आप इजीली मांग रहे हैं।
यस सर यस
नहीं जो
यस सर,
पेड
बहुत
वाले हैं
मेहनत
उनको
से
तो दे
बनाया सर
सकते ना अपन,
सब लोग जल्दी नहीं देते हैं।
जूम फीस वाले को तो दे सकते ना अपन, पेड जो कर रहे हो।
हाँ वो ठीक है। करेगा करेगा करेगा। हाँ सो नेक्स्ट वीक वी विल सी है। ओके, ये एक स्मॉल स्मॉल सब्जेक्ट में हम लोग बात करेंगे डिटेल। हम लोग का लंबा सब्जेक्ट पढ़ के फायदा नहीं है, स्मॉल सब्जेक्ट एकदम क्लियरली बात करना पड़ेगा। अभी देखो लास्ट वीक में जीवन उमंग 10 क्वेश्चन था, 10 क्वेश्चन में थोड़ा जीवन उमंग का प्लान समझ में आया। ऐसे जो लास्ट वीक में जो प्राइम मिनिस्टर आया था तो बच्चे सिखाया था, particularly 10 plan came to know. Same thing. Every week, हम लोग small subject we will discuss, and then we will understand very deeply. Okay. So see you tomorrow, the next week, coming Saturday. Thank you. Good night. Or
थैंक यू,
ओके थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू, गुड
थैंक यू
नाइट
सर,
thank you, Radha sir.
गुड
थैंक
नाइट।
यू।
Thank you.